Liverpool's voyage this summer is more than miles. It's mindset. The Reds didn't just board a plane to Hong Kong. They left behind the static hum of speculation, the memory of finals missed, the roar of the cop, replaced by the distant pulse of Asia's footballing heart. From the tarmac at John Lennon Airport to the humid air of Happy Valley, this isn't vacation football. It's a tactical reboot. On arrival, a message from Slot. Arne Slot wasted no time. Within 12 hours of touchdown, the new head coach led the squad into an open training session, sweat cascading under the stadium's floodlights as thousands of Hong Kong fans cheered names like Salah, Van Dijk, and Wirtz. "We're not here for off-season fitness," Slot told local media. "We're here to implement what comes next." Players responded. Florian Wirtz, calm and precise, threaded passes through mannequins like silk through needles. Jeremy Frimpong's energy was infectious, bounding from flank to flank, drawing gasps with his footwork. Milos Kerkez, the youngest of the trio, barked instructions in Hungarian, then broke into broken English. "Good press. Again. Press." A pitch-side fan wearing a vintage Fernando Torres shirt said it best. "You can tell. This is different. They aren't easing into preseason. They're building something." The Díaz dilemma. Still, uncertainty looms. Luis Díaz, ever the live wire, trained alone in the latter half of day 2. Officially, light load management. But whispers swirl. Bayern Munich's interest is firm. Club representatives were reportedly in Liverpool the week prior. A sale would bring in funds and leave a void. It's a void Rodrygo might fill. Rodrygo, the waiting game. Journalist Santi Auna confirmed Liverpool's direct contact with Rodrygo's camp, not with Real Madrid. Not yet. But as Real's preseason began without clarity for the 24-year-old Brazilian, a sense of inevitability simmers. Sky Germany's Florian Plettenberg added weight. Madrid are willing to listen. They need to restructure the wage bill. Rodrygo is aware. And that wage bill is hefty, up to 10 million euros per year, net. Combined with Madrid's 100 million euro valuation, it's a package that would make Rodrygo one of Liverpool's top earners overnight. Sources inside Liverpool's recruitment department describe the situation as delicate. Rodrygo's contract runs until 2028. The player isn't pushing, but he isn't staying silent either. A fan's banner held up at training read, "One leaves, one flies in. Rodrygo 2025. Slot saw it. He smiled. The Ekitike coup. In parallel, Liverpool's move for Hugo Ekitike inches closer to the line. A deal worth up to £79 million is nearly complete. Frankfurt coach Dino Topmüller already confirmed his absence from training. "We're preparing for life without Hugo." Ekitike, still just 22, reportedly chose Liverpool after a personal Zoom call with Slot. Newcastle and Chelsea were in contention. But the French striker was swayed by Slot's vision. He told me, "So, what's the story here? Liverpool didn't just fly to Hong Kong. They carried change in their luggage. Wirtz, Frimpong, Ekitike inbound, Rodrygo maybe next, Konsa a shadow option. They train not for drills, but for destiny." And as fans swarm fences, calling Salah's name and chanting in Cantonese, Liverpool's summer shifts from transition to transformation. Alexander Isak's future is one of the game's most compelling cliffhangers. After bursting onto the Premier League scene with 62 goals in 109 games for Newcastle, contract wrangling has turned ominous. Isak's agents reportedly demanded £300,000 per week, far above Newcastle's $180K offer, pushing the club into containment mode. Eddie Howe insisted publicly, "I expect him to stay, but no guarantees." Liverpool's interest remains on the periphery. Insiders suggest that with Ekitike nearly in, accumulating another marquee forward undercuts internal balance. Yet Isak's name won't fade until files close. Rodrygo's from Real Madrid misfit to potential Anfield asset captures modern football's mercurial nature. Used sparingly by Xabi Alonso, Rodrygo's spirit didn't die. It simmered. Contact with his camp confirms Liverpool's genuine interest, though not yet with Real. At 100 million euros, with eye-watering wages, it's a question of value over virtue. But should Díaz depart, this subplot could rewrite the summer. Meanwhile, at Old Trafford, change isn't whispered, it's crafted. First, Matthias Cunha arrived from Wolves for 62.5 million, a signal that creativity at number 10 is non-negotiable. Next, Mbeumo, fresh off 20 goals and 7 assists for Brentford, became United's third most expensive signing ever at £65 million plus add-ons. Mbeumo declared, "When United came calling, I had to answer. I wore this shirt growing up." Fans across the globe embraced him before he'd even risen off the medical table. Yet Amorim's plan reaches higher. Benjamin Sesko, the Slovenian marksman of RB Leipzig, has entered internal discussions. Still early, but promising, and the roster may clear space with Marcus Rashford's loan move to Barcelona sealed. Rashford, long a prodigy of United's academy, stated he feels at home in Barcelona, describing the club as a place where dreams come true. Add to that the arrival of teenage defensive gem Diego León from Cerro Porteño, long hailed as one of Paraguayan football's greatest wonders, and a modest pursuit of Eivind Helland, a 20-year-old Norwegian from Brann. And it's evident, United are rebuilding from the roots out, blending firepower with fiscal restraint. Arsenal's summer has been elective surgery rather than splurge. 4 central recruits now hallmark Mikel Arteta's retool. Kepa Arrizabalaga, snapping a £5 million release clause from Chelsea, arrives with Champions League pedigree, solidifying Arteta's goalkeeping base. Martin Zubimendi, the Spanish metronome from Real Sociedad, joined for €65 million. His familiarity with Arteta shared. Noni Madueke, the England winger, signed from Chelsea for £48.5 million, potentially rising to $52 million, triggered a fan backlash. #NoToMadueke trended, but Berta defended it. Noni is dynamic, versatile, will significantly strengthen our squad. Chelsea's own Mark Cucurella criticized the timing, joking Madueke left a winner's medal presented by Donald Trump in the US on his way out. And the crown jewel? Victor Gyökeres, who flew to London to complete a €63.5 million in the €10 million add-ons deal, scoring 97 goals in 102 games for Sporting. He leaves no doubt. Arsenal now have Rodgers-style potency, built for strikers seeking ownership of the box. For his part, Captain Gabriel Magalhaes reaffirmed his loyalty, topping up his deal to 2029 and reflecting on the unit's new components. The ambition is clear. We build for titles, not applause. 4 clubs, 4 distinct blueprints. Liverpool chase renewal through recalibration. United rebuild through identity. Arsenal craft cohesion with precision. Chelsea? This window is not just business, it's a belief. Who wins this summer? Comment below. Subscribe for more literary football storytelling.